Well, I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. Funny thing about these video cameras, if you turn them on and don't hit the record button, they don't record. Damnedest thing. Okay, all I've done that you haven't seen is I've taken 4 pieces of welding rod, 5/32 welding rod, doesn't matter what type of welding rod, and I beat the flux off of it with this ball peen hammer. Just tapped it off, just like this, just laying all over here. It doesn't have to be clean, because we're going to heat it up in a little bit and all the flux will go away anyway. And now I'm into the part of putting a twist in these. Now the number of twists and the direction of the twists needs to be the same. And already it has let go out of my C-clamp. I don't like the way those are twisted. Well, after I got that straightened out, they're pretty much the same. Now there's a little bit of misformation or what you want to call it on the end, but that's okay because you don't use the whole thing. We get these all stacked together and get them welded together, you'll see what I mean. We'll only rely on like that much of the middle of that when we get done. So let's twist the other 2 and see what comes out of it. And this is about the easiest way to get these twists straightened out, especially when it's hot. As you can when it's hot, you can put those in that vise and squeeze them like that, and it doesn't damage the surface. That looks pretty good. Yeah, the first 3 of those go one way and that last one goes another way. So we'll just do that one over. Next time you see me making a mistake like that, you talk up. There we go. I think those are twisted fairly even enough. Now, we need to stack these together. Into somewhat of a square and weld them all up together. Somewhat like that. So we'll get a piece of this stovepipe wire out here. Because a two-fold cord is stronger. There we go. Get them all snugged up together here. Get that one back down there where it goes. There we go. Now we're talking. Trying to hammer that all together just a little bit closer. It'll be good enough. Ball the weld up on there real good, and you can hammer it down to a pretty good piece of square stock after you get it all welded up. You'll see what I mean. Yeah, I've pretty much got that welded together. I'm going to go back now and put some weld like right there in that gap. Right there. Get this all filled in pretty good, and then you can throw it in the forge and heat it up and pretty much form it on both ends. So I'll go in and fill those cracks a little bit, then we'll fire up the forge. And there it is. Looks a little bit better. Both ends there. All welded together now. We'll get the forge fired up. We'll true up those ends a little bit more, and then heat up the whole thing and twist it counterclockwise. Don't you let me forget, counterclockwise. I think it's about 3 turns is all it takes. I got 5 turns in those rods clockwise, then twist it counterclockwise, and you'll see what it looks like here in a minute. Get you out there where you can see. How about that? I'm trying to get that end hot without getting those burning those wires off. And it's coming up to temperature. So it's about time to take that in there and start hammering on it. Get that down. So this is what I'm going to use for, that's about the same size there. Real close, right there. So we'll heat up that other end. And there's the other end. All knocked down into a square. That's very close in size to the stock that I'm going to weld it to. So now we'll try to get a even heat all the way across that twisted section there, and then we'll twist it, like I said, counterclockwise in the opposite direction of whatever you twisted those wires in. And I'm pretty sure it's 3 twists, but we'll see here. So I'll get that in the forge, get it heated up, and then we'll put the twist on it. And counterclockwise, 1, oh, that looks pretty good, about right there. That looks pretty good, about right there. Let's get a brush on that. We can always put some more in it if we want. I don't know, that looks pretty good right there. Let's get it out here in the light. I think it even looks better with it loose like that. It gives it more of a braided look. Plus it's a beefier handle, and it doesn't feel bad on the hand like that. I think we're going to leave that just like that. Now we'll cut that off on the end and grind a bevel on it so we can weld it onto the handle stock. Or maybe we'll get the handle stock ready, do everything we want to do to it, and then weld it on there. That's what we'll do. The wind's going to pick up and shut my door. But I think that's done.